I'm also having a fun time.
Yeah. Did you have a reboot? Because I'm dealing with some reboots here. I feel
Reboot.
reboot. I feel like like they changed the locks in the office and you can't get into the building. That's what it is when you can't get signed on to the computer
Well, I
because of
tell
the
you, if your keys didn't work, that would be a much bigger problem. But yes, I get what you're saying.
that's what it
Yes.
feels like though, because uh so they did system upgrades. I think they upgraded things to Windows 11, I think is what they said they had to do. I'm like, all right, you gotta do what you gotta do. There and our IT team is great. And they gave us a heads up and even gave me a confirmation to let me know what to expect to come in this morning. But I did not expect. There's certain alarms going off, and we're a company of audio, right? We can't have alarms going off while we're in the middle of being on air.
Yeah.
And it's notifications for the stock market. I'm like, I don't need to know about the stock. I don't want to know about the stock market right now. As a matter of fact, it's just sad. So I don't know why these alarms are going off while I'm trying to talk about the weather. It's just
Yeah, because then you do play that game though, the "Where the heck's that coming from"
where's it
game,
coming
and
from?
then you're looking around, you're like, "What the who the"
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you can't see it from this vantage point, but there are actually 3 computers that I'm constantly maneuvering and working on in the morning. So when you hear a ding, you're like, "All right, which one is it?"
Which reminds me, I'm always fascinated by your keyboard placement. I feel like I go in there and your keyboards are, like, backwards from what I think.
I actually move it for you because I've noticed when I've come in here that you take the radio station keyboard, we call it the log OpX. You like it in front of you, and I don't want it in front of me because I only use the mouse. It's actually out of my way. I move it for you. I adjust it for you. But I have
Yeah,
every
but I feel, we're getting too inside
yeah,
information here,
yeah.
but yeah, whatever, I just move it back around, whatever. Um, but yes, that is annoying though, 'cause, when you're trying especially when you work in an audio medium, when you're suddenly hearing things you're not supposed to hear, you're like,
Yeah.
"What? Who's doing this to me and why?" Kelly, good morning. Joan, good morning.
And I can't mute everything because that means the audio that we want you to hear would be
Right.
muted too. So you can't just hit the obligatory mute. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Think how frustrated you are when you're on your phone watching social media and you're like, why can't I hear anything? Where is the
Then all of a sudden you're in the middle of the train and it comes on like at 100 volume. You're like,
Yes,
sorry,
yes,
sorry.
yeah. That's what's happening here. So if you happen to hear anything go bonkers, I clearly didn't turn something off that should have been turned off. So yeah, how's everybody's it's Thursday at least. It's not Wednesday, it's Thursday.
It's Ticket
Definitely.
Thursday.
It's Ticket Thursday. That's right. We have your tickets to see Jonas Brothers, Hershey Park Stadium, and fourth row. I think we are counting up. I think because last week it was fifth, fourth this week. So you can imagine what's happening next week, right? Yeah. So be listening for that keyword this morning. In
Excellent.
fact,
It'll be a fun show.
yeah, that will be. That'd be a good time.
Those Jonas Brothers probably have fun holidays when they actually can all get together, I would imagine.
It is National Sibling Day. So you got the three brothers.
Just the way we planned it on Ticket Thursday.
Don't they have other siblings too? We don't really hear about. Am I right?
I
Or
don't
is
know.
it
They're
just the
probably
three
on
of
the
them?
payroll though. Yeah, be the one to organize the meet and greet. We'll give you some cash for that. Go ahead.
The ideal number of siblings you grew up with.
3. I'm sorry. I'm looking to see how many siblings.
I was just looking that up
How
too.
many siblings?
Yeah. So Crockett grew up with 2 siblings. I grew up with 1. And survey says the ideal number of siblings, 2. So a total of 3 kids if you have 2 siblings.
Frankie Jonas is the other Jonas brother, by the way. There's 4 boys.
Yeah. Is he the youngest or the oldest, Frankie?
He is the younger brother.
Mm-hmm. I guess he was too young when the other 3 set out.
Yeah, there's pictures of them when they were like just starting out. and
He's a
he's
baby.
little,
He's
yeah.
a baby. Wasn't quite Michael Jackson age. They just couldn't
Mm-mm.
do the Jonas 4. It just wasn't happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait till that 5th sibling comes up, though, the Jonas 5. It'll be like a
Jonas 5,
revolution.
there you
Yeah.
go. Yeah. So,
Just have to hope that one's like Michael and can sing and dance like crazy.
out of the 3 kids, out of your 2 siblings and you, who was the favorite kid?
Me.
Oh, without a doubt?
Oh, yeah.
Because usually the favorite one is the one that denies it. And you definitely were the now, why were
No,
you the favorite? Were you the baby?
I was the baby. I also wasn't a turd. No. No, I just was I remember my mom explaining it one time, not saying that I was the favorite. She's like, you were just so easy." She's like, "You could play by
Oh,
yourself. You could go like you could go off and play all day and then come back in the house and you were just very independent." And,
yeah.
you know,
Do
I
you think do you think you're like your son Liam? I feel like your Liam seems pretty
yeah,
easygoing.
yeah.
And Liam's
Uh,
4, right? Or did he just turn
yes,
5?
he'll be 5 in May.
Okay. Okay.
Um, so yeah, it is funny though as they're getting older, seeing what kind of characteristics Savvy and Liam have
Yeah.
taken from both of us. I'm starting to get the sense that Liam has a little bit of Kate's anxiety. Like Kate's a really anxious person. And I'm starting to see that a little bit in him because he'll like we'll say something and he'll just be like, "Oh no, what's?" And it's like, "Buddy, no, 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 we're
He's so
not.
cute. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
we're not gonna. Oh no." But it's so
Aw,
because he's
buddy.
4, it's super cute, and
Yeah.
it gives you
It's
the
cute
chance to just
now, but it gets more
cuddle and
serious as you get
parent him
older.
up. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
All right.
So
Well, unfortunately, we have to leave now, but we're gonna have you a chance to see the Jonas Brothers coming up in less than 15 seconds. So come join us on the other side. Is that okay? Is that all right?
okay, yes, that's
Let's
great.
go. Okay. All right, guys. Happy Sibling Day. Bye.